Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday, April 16th, 2021. Welcome to another eBay video. Today we're going to be discussing an update on the appeals case that I've been telling you about that I filed, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm also going to discuss a little bit about unsolicited lowball offers and, of course, your comments, questions, and concerns from last week's video. Need I point out, it's cloudy and nasty again. Rain is scheduled to start any second and continue right into Saturday morning. There is no sun forecast into next week. We cannot get a sunny day. It's cloudy and rainy every day. Let's start out by talking about your comments, questions, and concerns from last week. Dennis Copper wrote in with this. Let's talk about the word terms eBay uses psychologically against sellers. Case, as if you're before a judge and jury. Negative feedback, as if something is wrong with you. These are all tricks. Can you list more? The one that kind of sticks out in my mind the most is when I get an alert on my iPhone and says, you have a request. There's no request. It's a demand. When a buyer wants to return something, all right, I have to take the return. So he's not requesting. There is no request involved. It's a demand. That's just my opinion, all right? Allie E. wrote, this week eBay removed negative feedback when I contacted them through Facebook. I'm so happy because this buyer is also a seller who doesn't leave feedback for her purchases, but went out of her way to leave me a nasty feedback, a paragraph, after trying to return an item after 2 months when she admitted she misused the product. She messaged me 4 times in one day, then I declined the return, however, eBay refunded. I would never scam another seller, especially now that I'm a seller. Even if I receive something a little damaged or wrong color, I don't worry about it. Just don't get. Well, Allie E., you said that the return came in after 2 months. So, of course, you do not have to accept the return, and I'm glad you didn't. I certainly wouldn't have either. But my question is, I thought that buyers only had 60 days to leave feedback. After 2 months, I don't think they can leave feedback, so she must have gotten it in just under the deadline. That's what I'm thinking. Also, Allie E., when you run into a bad seller when you run into a bad buyer or even a bad seller like that, I really think you need to expose them so the rest of the community can go ahead and block them so that it doesn't happen to anybody else. Rich Colby wrote, you can call the eBay performance team, explain the situation, and they will remove an unwarranted feedback. I had this done and also pointed out the fitchy buyer. Never be afraid to stand up for yourself and your effort. Totally true, Rich Colby. I have called them myself and I've been successful. Biscuit Butt wrote, Joe, now I'm convinced eBay hates us sellers, not just me. I just had a buyer from Puerto Rico open an item not received case 4 days after I shipped the item. eBay allows buyers to open item not received cases 1 day after the USPS quoted delivery date. This is absolutely uncalled for. eBay has been aware of the USPS lack of getting packages to their destination in a timely manner for months. They have even directed us to use other carriers during the holiday season. How in the HE double hockey sticks then does eBay algorithm not take this into consideration when allowing buyers to open a case? My money is now tied up when eBay should have parameters in place to prevent buyers from opening cases too soon. If eBay gives buyers an extra 5 days from the due date to send a return back due to COVID, why isn't the same courtesy extended to us sellers for situations like this? Just continues to cause me to lose faith in eBay ever being seller friendly in the future? Well, Biscuit Butt, for the longest time, there have been flaws in eBay's coding system. It's happened to me, and not just during COVID. It's happened to me years ago where, let's just say, a buyer buys an item from me right now, this second, okay? Do you know that he can file an item not as described case right now, even though I haven't even shipped the item yet? Or he could even file a return request. Yes, you heard me. He can file a return request right now, even though I haven't even shipped the item. These loopholes in eBay's coding system have existed for years, and they just don't want to address it. The Masks Direct Show wrote, "Hi Joe, I'm sorry to say eBay is going the same way as Amazon Seller Central. Chargebacks do come in fast on Amazon, and we regularly fight them, but they don't charge us for the privilege. I don't understand why eBay does. It does not cost them $20 to fight them. Thanks, Joe. Love the show, Peter." I'm going to address that comment about the $20 fee in a second as soon as I read the last comment. And it's from Mary's Market. "Joe, you're a man grounded in common sense and fairness. How rare. Thanks for being one of the good guys, Mary Joseph." Thank you for the upsell, Mary. I'm strict, but I'm fair. Anybody that watches my videos knows that I call it right down the middle with eBay. Yes, I am an eBay fan. Yes, I do encourage everybody to buy and sell on eBay. But when something happens that I feel is not fair to sellers, I will come out here and I will speak loud, and I think everybody knows they can count on straight talk from me. I don't think there's a single person watching this video that has any complaint with that. However, my no-nonsense attitude transcends eBay and goes to just about any other topic out there. And I've noticed that some of the people that cheer me heartily when I talk about problems with eBay don't cheer as loud when I talk about other topics other than eBay. And guys, that's my style. I will always come out here and say what I feel, and I will not be bashful about it. Okay? Now let's jump back to the last comment before Mary's. The one that was written by... What was it written by? By the Masks Direct Show about the $20 fee eBay is imposing upon us when we lose a chargeback. Now, in my opinion, I don't think eBay should charge us anything for that. That's just not fair, okay? You may remember the story I've been telling you over the last several weeks, maybe even months, about an old 78-year-old man who circumvented eBay return system and did an unfair chargeback with me, okay? He didn't do it. He didn't try anything on the eBay system because he knew he wouldn't get away with it. But he did file a chargeback with his credit card company. He even went out of his way to send me several mailings that I showed you on last week's video to show me that he was trying to screw me over. I, as you know, lost the chargeback case with his credit card company, even though I showed proof that I had sent him the items. I filed an appeal with eBay, I guess 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I hadn't heard anything until last week's video. Nothing. Now, just the other day, I got a very unusual message from eBay in my eBay messages. I'm going to read it to you now, because this one really stymied me. And it goes like this. An automated payment has been initiated from eBay. Hello, Joe. A payment has been initiated to you from eBay. Please find the details below. It has the date, the order number, and the amount. And then it continues to say, once the payment is processed, the specified amount will be added to one of your payment methods in the next 48 hours. If you experience any issues with this payment, please contact us at And there's a phone number. Thanks, eBay. Please don't reply to this message. It was sent from an address that doesn't accept incoming mail. That's all it said. It didn't say anything about me winning an appeal. That's all it said, an automatic payment. I didn't know what the heck it was for. So it did have the order number. So I traced the order number back, and it's to that old man, okay? That old man, they have credited me on that chargeback. But they didn't credit me the full amount, and that's what stymies me. To rehash the amount, the item itself was $36. The original shipping was $30 for a total of $66, plus the $20 that eBay assessed me because I lost the case. Correct? So I would think it would be $86. The amount that I've been given is $58. Now, I don't know where they came up with that amount from, because no matter what items I add up, none of them come up to $58, okay? I don't know. I don't get it. But the fact that I did get $58 back makes me think I won, okay? I consider that a win, and I'm glad to get the $58. I'm going to fold up my tent and continue business. But like we've been talking about the last few weeks, ever since automated payments, ever since eBay managed payments took over, when a customer does a chargeback through their credit card company, it is tough. It is very tough to respond, even when you have correct information laid out in front of you. They really, really need to retool that. I think it's an epic fail, and I just don't understand why. Everybody in the Facebook groups is complaining. Not everybody, but a large amount of people, that they've had more chargebacks since they joined managed payments than their entire eBay career. And I can attest to that. I've been on eBay for 22 years. And all that time, I haven't had that many chargebacks like I have since I started with managed payments. It's almost like buyers know that there's a loophole in the system. This old guy I told you about, that 78, this had to have been intentional because he is using what's called a throwaway account. Zero feedback. He joined eBay specifically to buy my item, and he hasn't done anything since that day on eBay. Plus, as you know, he sent me all those mailings to harass me. I gotta honestly believe that was intentional. Normally, I would share his eBay user ID here, but there's no sense in doing that because he has no intention of using that account again, in my humble opinion. Okay? Let us now go on to our next topic. I want to talk about unsolicited best offers and my reaction to same, because this has something to do with something that happened the other day. So it was, what day was it? Was it Wednesday? Thursday? Let's just say it was Wednesday. I think it was. I had an item that was $75 plus $15 shipping. I received an unsolicited best offer from a buyer, and he says, will you accept $60 plus the shipping? It was for 4 alloy wheel center caps, and it's for a set of 4 that are particularly difficult to sell. Meaning, when I say difficult, I mean a person has to really know what wheel they have before they purchase these, because there are several that are similar. So I wrote back to the customer and I said, before we go any further, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Number 1, are you 100% sure these are the correct caps for your alloy wheel? Number 2, if you've answered yes to question number 1, will you buy the items today? Now, I want to hear yes to both. He writes back to me and says, yes, I'm 100% sure that these are correct for my wheel. Yes, I will purchase them today if I do not find a better deal locally. That sounds a little suspicious, but, I'll give the guy a chance. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I lowered the price on the listing itself, so if he did buy them, he'd have to do immediate payment. I wrote to him and said, I have lowered the price for you, $60 plus shipping as you requested. If you pay today, I will ship them first thing in the morning. If you don't pay today, I'm going to raise the price back to what it was. Okay? He never bought them. Next day I'm driving on an errand, and it dawned on me as I was driving that this guy never manned up and kept his word. He never bought them. I was so tempted to pull over to the side of the road at that moment just to change the listing back, but I didn't. I waited till I got back to work, and first I changed the price back, not to $75, but to $80, just to break balls. And then I went ahead and I blocked him. He's not a man of his word. I blocked him, so he will never be able to get these caps or any caps from me as long as he's using that particular ID. Of course, he could always create a fake account like the old man did, a throwaway account. That's very possible. And I have no control over that, and neither do you. But what would you have done in that case if you were me and the guy never purchased your items when he made you the $60 offer? I'd like to hear your opinion on that. Comment below if you would. This week, once again, sales have been incredible. Incredible. No complaints. Even Sunday was excellent because it was just a regular Sunday and not a holiday. You know, this is just, it's unprecedented. 2020 was good. No, 2020 wasn't good. 2020 was excellent. And 2021 started out a little bit slow, but it seems to be picking up and following in the footsteps of 2020. So that's very good news. I'm not going to make you guys wait till the end of the video today. I'm going to stop the video now, and I'm going to take a drink from the ceremonial Fox News Cup of Life. This is the ceremonial Fox News Cup of Life. Happy is he who drinks from it. Very good. Very, very good. I know you can't tell from where you are, but it's actually quite chilly out here. I'm not sure if it's even 50 degrees yet. Tomorrow, it's not even going to hit 45 degrees. Do you know it's literally 30 degrees colder than what it should be this time of year? This weather we've been having is just awful. Absolutely awful. So yeah, let us now go ahead and discuss a few other eBay eccentricities before I let you go for the day. As I said, my sales have been very good. Somebody wrote in last week about cancellations, and he told an interesting story. This particular seller offers free shipping and free returns, something I do not condone, all right? I don't condone it, and I'm going to show you an example of how it can bite you in the butt. Number one, a seller, I think he wrote to me either an email or possibly on the video, I don't remember, and he said that a buyer purchased an item from him, let's just say at 5 o'clock p.m., and 20 seconds later, the buyer sent him a cancel notice. He wanted to cancel. Why? Because eBay showed that buyer the same items from this guy's competition cheaper, which is playing dirty pool and unfair. Now, in any other case, I would say just ship the item anyway. You know, a lot of people do that. And the reason why this seller could not do that is because if he did ship the item, the buyer is in the driver's seat in this case because he could then ship the item back, make the seller pay for return shipping because the seller offers free returns. Don't do it. And the seller would have lost on shipping both ways. So the seller knew he was in a bad situation. So the only thing he could do was ignore the cancel request and let it go to almost the full timeout period. Now, I don't know what your handling time is, guys, on your eBay orders. Some of you guys have a 1-day handling time, which I used to have. I have now changed it to 3-day handling time, as you know. And the 3-day handling time works wonders for me. And this is a perfect example, all right? Let's say I was that seller, and let's just say I was offering free shipping, which I never would. I would make that buyer wait the 3 full days before I refunded him his money. And that's what this seller did. He made the buyer wait the full amount of his handling time. I don't know if it was 1 day or if it was 3 days. I don't remember that. But I think he did the right thing, at least there, by making the guy wait the full amount of time. Okay? But I implore you guys, all right? Don't offer free shipping and free returns unless you're selling sports cards or something really small and light. Please. It's only going to come back to bite you in the butt. I have a second example for you. This one's from the Facebook groups. A seller in one of the Facebook groups sold an item for $50 with free shipping but not free returns, okay? Free shipping but not free returns. It cost her, I think, $15 to ship the item. So she ships it, the buyer gets it, and opens a return request for buyer remorse. Let's just say wrong size, okay? So the buyer pays the return shipping. Got that? The seller gets the item back and wants to deduct the cost of the original shipping, $15, and she can't. And she put a screenshot up in the Facebook groups and said, why can't I do this? And I answered, I said, very simple. When you offer free shipping, even if you do not offer free returns for buyer remorse or any reason, when the buyer sends the item back to you, even if the buyer totally admits they bought the wrong size and they screwed up, you cannot deduct the shipping, okay? You can't do it. You have to eat that. So this particular seller, who's a very large seller and knows quite a bit, was actually shocked to realize she couldn't do that. And I said, hey, here's just another reason not to ever offer free shipping or free returns. And for those of you that offer both, guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thank you for watching this video. Each week I come out here and I make these videos to try and help you stay successful on eBay. If you think I'm doing a good job, please leave me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and I'm appreciated. If you don't think I did a good job, tell me in the comments section what you want me to hit up, and I'll be more than happy to do it next week if possible. Remember, I'm a seller friend, not a seller critic or skeptic of any kind. I've solved a lot of problems. I'm still making money online. I've never worn a mask on any of my videos, and I never will. I've never distorted my voice on any of my videos because I feel that's dishonest and it's unscrupulous. Heck, I'm a CEO and a CFO of my own company, so yeah. Guys, that being said, go out there and make a ton of money on eBay, rock on, and peace! So yeah, that being said, I guess there's only just one thing left, and that's my tagline. Actually, 2 things left. Number 1, next week, it's going to be cloudy once again. We cannot get a single sunny day, and none is forecast. And number 2, I implore you, don't be bitchy! Yeah, yeah!